The Mary Celeste, the ghost ship that defied explanation. Welcome to Sandeep's English channel. Picture the Atlantic Ocean in 1872, a grey expanse under a restless sky. A ship drifts alone, her sails torn, her deck eerily still. 10 people, captain, crew, a family, vanished as if plucked from existence. This is the Mary Celeste, a name that chills sailors even now. Her mystery isn't just a story, it's a wound in history, unhealed. Welcome to explore the world, science, history and more, where we hunt truths in the shadows. I'm diving into a tale that twists logic, a puzzle with pieces that don't fit. Why did they abandon her? Hit subscribe, lean in, and let's chase this ghost across the waves. The Mary Celeste wasn't born a legend, she was built for work. In 1861, Nova Scotia's shipyards shaped her as the Amazon. A brigantine, 2 masts, she was meant to carry trade across hungry seas. Her early voyages, though, were dogged by trouble, like a curse woven into her planks. Her first captain died before she sailed, struck down by pneumonia. She smashed a brig in London, ran aground in Cape Breton, piling debt on her owners. By 1869, she'd been sold, reborn as Mary Celeste, a name promising hope. New American owners saw a future in her sturdy frame. But some ships, it seems, can't outrun their past. Those owners, led by a man named James Winchester, believed in her. They refitted her, patched her scars, set her for profit. She wasn't grand, just 100 feet of grit, ready for the Atlantic's grind. In 1872, she was loaded for a routine run, nothing to mark her for fame. Her holds brimmed with cargo, her crew signed on, her course charted. Yet fate had a different map, one no sailor could read. Mary Celeste stood poised, sails catching the wind off New York. She was a worker, not a myth, built for cargo, not ghost stories. How, then, did she become a name that echoes dread? At her helm stood Captain Benjamin Spooner Briggs, a man carved from Massachusetts oak. 36 years old, he'd sailed since boyhood, mastering storms and stars. He wasn't the type to chase trouble, he shunned it, steady and sure. Briggs was devout, Christian who led prayers, trusted by every hand aboard. His record gleamed, no wrecks, no scandals, just quiet competence. For this trip, he staked more than his name, he brought his heart. His wife, Sarah, 31, joined him, woman toughened by sea voyages past. Their daughter, Sophia, 2 years old, toddled beside them, a spark of joy. Their son, Arthur, 7, stayed home, spared what was to come. The crew was no afterthought, Briggs chose them like pieces of a puzzle. 7 men, each a cog in the ship's rhythm, skilled and loyal. First mate Albert Richardson, an American, could have captained his own vessel, sharp and seasoned. Second mate Andrew Gilling, Dane, brought youth but learned fast under Briggs. The cook, Edward Head, a Brit, fed bellies and morale, a steady hand. For Germans, Volkert, Boz, Gottlieb, Arian, rounded it out, brothers and friends, their hands calloused from ropes. This was no ragtag band, they were a unit, bound for Genoa, Italy. Their cargo, 1,701 barrels of denatured alcohol, promised profit. On November 7, 1872, they sailed, unaware of their doom. That cargo wasn't whiskey, it was industrial solvent, volatile if mishandled. Worth thousands, it filled the hold, a fortune riding on Briggs' skill. The Mary Celeste cleared Staten Island, a boat cutting the chill November sea. For days, the logbook hummed with routine, winds light, seas kind, headings true. Briggs checked barrels, Sarah noted Sophia's chatter, the crew swapped tales. It was the kind of voyage you forget, until it becomes unforgettable. By November 12, they were deep in the Atlantic, New Yorker memory. No storms loomed, no fights brewed, everything pointed to Italy. Yet something waited, silent, ready to rewrite their story. The log stayed calm through November 18, noting squalls but no panic. Briggs wrote of sails trimmed, cargo secure, the ship holding strong. Sarah mentioned a lullaby for Sophia, a moment of peace frozen in ink. Around November 22nd, the sea grew restless, waves testing the hull. Nothing dire, the Mary Celeste had laughed off worse in her Amazon days. Still, you wonder, was a crack forming, unseen, below deck? November 24th's entry is the last, a yawn of a morning near the Azores. Briggs marked a northern tack, clouds above, all normal. After that, the pen stops, and the silence screams louder than any storm. Now picture December 5th, 1872, 400 miles from the Azores. A British ship, the Dei Gracia, spots a brigantine drifting wrong, sails slack, yawing like a drunk. It's the Mary Celeste, and she shouldn't be here, not like this. Captain David Morehouse, commanding the Dei Gracia, knows Briggs, they've shared meals, laughs. He shouts across the waves, voice swallowed by wind, and gets nothing. Hours drag, his gut twisting, he can't sail past a friend's ship gone quiet. He sends first mate Oliver DeVoe and 2 sailors, their boat battling the swell. They board, boots heavy, expecting bodies or bandits. Instead, they find a ship abandoned, as if her crew dissolved mid-step. The wheel spins free, untended, creaking in the breeze. Sails hang torn, but the hull sound, she could sail to Genoa tomorrow. Below deck, the air feels wrong, too still, too empty. Crew belongings, jackets, pipes, boots, sit untouched, waiting for owners who'll never return. A breakfast lies half-eaten, bread hard, coffee cold, forks paused. Sophia's toys rest in a corner, neat, like Sarah just kissed her goodnight. The captain's cabin holds charts, a sword in its sheath, no sign of a fight. The logbook's last note, November 25th, 5 a.m., mentions calm seas, 400 miles back. 10 days blank, gap that swallows reason. The cargo's there, 1,692 barrels intact, 9 mysteriously empty. 3 feet of water pools in the hold, not enough to sink her, barely a threat. 1 pump's broken, another fine, no reason to flee. The lifeboat's gone, along with the sextant and chronometer, tools to find your way. No distress flags, no scrawled please, just a rusty stain on a rail, later debated. It's as if they stood up, walked off, and the sea erased them clean. Morehouse orders her towed to Gibraltar, 800 miles away, smelling salvage money. But money can't answer the question burning in every mind. What, or who, made 10 people vanish from a ship that refused to die? Gibraltar's court swarms the Mary Celeste like ants on spilled sugar. Attorney General Frederick Solarflood, a man with a glare sharper than his title, demands truth. Was it theft, murder, or something no law could touch? He questions everything, the crew's loyalty, the cargo's weight, even Morehouse's honesty. The ship yields nothing, no bodies, no loot, just echoes of a life paused. Solarflood's frustration grows, but so does the mystery's pull, dragging us in. Let's start with the cargo, those barrels of alcohol, chemical that breathes trouble. Could they hold the key, a spark that sent 10 souls running? Or is the answer darker, hidden in human hearts? Suppose it's the alcohol, 1,701 barrels, sealed but not safe. Fumes can leak, build in a hot hold, turn air to poison. Picture November 24th, a thud below, loud as a cannon, shaking the deck. Briggs, checking the hold, smells something sharp, sees a hatch tremble. Fires his fear, ships burn fast, no mercy, no survivors. He'd yell, lifeboat, now. Sarah grabbing Sophia, the crew scrambling, hearts pounding. They row off, expecting flames, planning to circle back when it's clear. No fire comes, just waves, wind, distance. The Mary Celeste drifts free while her people meet the sea's cold end. In 2006, a scientist, Andrea Sella, tested this at a London lab. He sparked gas in a wooden hold. Boom, no scorch, no ash, like the ship's untouched decks. It's a theory that sings, Panic, escape, tragedy, all without a trace. Wasn't rash, he'd sniff for smoke, climb a mast to check. Those 9 empty barrels, enough to cause that scare? They'd leak slow, not explode in a flash. It feels close, like a key half-turned in a lock. The alcohol could have spooked them, but why not return? Something's missing, a piece we can't see. What if it wasn't fumes, but a simpler error, navigation gone wrong? The log says they were 120 miles west of their target, near the Azores. Briggs thought land was close, Santa Maria Island, a safe harbor. His chronometer, vital for plotting stars, might have lied, rusted, jarred, off by hours. Misread your place, and the ocean's a trap, no landmarks, no mercy. Did he think they'd beach without help? He orders the lifeboat, Sarah and Sophia first, crew with oars, aiming for shore. They take the chronometer, hoping to fix their path. But the sea swallows boats like crumbs, leaving the ship to wander. Archer and McGregor, in 2007, leaned into this idea. A captain's mistake, no monsters, just math gone bad. It's clean, human, story we know too well. Briggs, though, was no amateur, he'd sailed by instinct when tools failed. Would he ditch a ship over one bad reading, no signal for rescue? The logs calm to the end, no hint of despair. Navigation's a solid guess, but it bends under Briggs' skill. It's like a rope fraying, you see the strands, but it won't hold weight. Let's try another angle, something sharper. Solar flood in Gibraltar, smelled betrayal, not bad luck. He eyed the Dei Gracia, Morehouse, Devoe, their timely find too neat. Was it a scam, Briggs and Morehouse splitting salvage gold? Or bloodier, mutiny? The crew turns on Briggs, kills the family, flees in the lifeboat. That rusty stain, called a sword mark, fanned rumors, though science said rust, not gore. Solar flood wanted villains, not ghosts. He grilled Morehouse, but the math didn't add up, £1,700 for salvage, no fortune. Crew gear stayed, no thief leaves tobacco behind. No bodies, no crime, just a lawyer chasing smoke. It is a tale for taverns, not truth. Briggs was liked, his crew tight, no grudges in the log. Murder needs motive, mess, here's neither, just quiet. What about Morehouse? Friends don't fake disasters for pennies, the risk outweighs the coin. The court cleared him, grudgingly, leaving Solar Flood red-faced. Crime's seductive, but it's a shadow without shape. The Mary Celeste holds no knives, no guilt, only questions. Let's step past reason, see what lies beyond. When facts crumble, minds drift to the strange. Arthur Conan Doyle, in 1884, wrote of the Mary Celeste, a typo that stuck, spinning voodoo, survivors lost in Africa. His fiction bled into fact, clouding her name. 1800, she was Bermuda Triangle bait, aliens, krakens, portal-snatching crews. Later sailors swore her decks creaked, shadows moved, no one to blame. Was she cursed, born wrong as the Amazon? Science rolls its eyes, but the unknown whispers back. Every theory, fumes, errors, crime, phrase, leaving space for ghosts. What do you think, logic, or a secret the sea keeps? The Mary Celeste didn't vanish, she endured, unwanted, after 1872. Owners begged crews to sail her, but men crossed themselves, smelling death. She passed hands, a pariah, a name poison to superstitious hearts. 1884, a captain named G.C. Parker bought her cheap, eyes on fraud. He stuffed her with junk, spoiled fish, broken crates, insured it high, and aimed for Haiti's reefs. He wrecked her off Roche Lois, expecting her to sink, cash in hand. She burned, clung to life, exposing his lie. Parker faced ruin, died broken, while the ship laughed last. Her wreck lay forgotten until 2001, when divers, led by Clive Cussler, found her. Sonar traced her bones, timbers, bolts, no revelations. The Mary Celeste stayed mute, her end as cryptic as her peak. Families bore the weight. Sarah's mother sent letters, chasing rumors of survivors. Arthur, Grig's son, grew grey, watching waves, hoping for a father's shadow. Their pain turned a ship into a myth, heavy with loss. Books piled up, Ghost Ship, the true story, each swearing it cracked the code. Films followed, like Phantom Ship, Bela Lugosi's voice-dripping doom. None settle the score, none silence her call. Why does she haunt us, a century and a half gone? It's not the ship, it's the people, caught in a choice that broke them. Briggs, weighing lives against danger, Sarah trusting, Sophia too young to know fear. Like Roanoke's lost souls, you're Croatoan, etched in time, she's a mirror. Both leave clues that mock us, daring us to solve the unsolvable. We chase because we can't stand the void, the not knowing. She's human, fragile, flawed, facing a sea that doesn't care. Her story isn't ghosts, it's us, wrestling with what we'd do. That's her power, why we can't walk away. The thousands in 1872, wrecks, storms, no headlines. The Mary Celeste stands apart, her silence louder than crashes. She's not unique, just unforgettable, question carved in salt. Today, we've got tools, sonar, satellites, DNA to find bones. In 2019, a scientist, Phil Richardson, traced lifeboat paths, gyres, currents, maybe the Canaries' shores. No boat, no proof, just numbers teasing hope. Divers still hunt, dreaming of a log, a ring, a final word. The Atlantic's too big, its secrets buried deep. We search because she demands it, even if answers drown. My take? I lean to the alcohol, a loud scare, a rushed boat, a cruel wave. Briggs wasn't careless, but fear makes fools of us all. It's not perfect, nothing is, not with her. What was? Fumes, a bad map, a hidden killer, or something stranger? Comment below, your guess is part of her story, keeping her alive. She's not solved, she's shared, a mystery we carry together. The Mary Celeste isn't a case to close, it's a horizon to chase. She reminds us the world's bigger than our answers, wilder than our maps. That's why she sails, forever just out of reach. The Mary Celeste is a ghost because we make her one. She's a ship, tragedy, a question we won't drop. Thank you for sailing with Explore the World to find her. If her tale hooked you, hit like, it tells YouTube to share her further. Subscribe for more, Roanoke's, Croatoan, maybe Amelia Earhart's lost flight. What mystery pulls you? Drop it below. Keep chasing, keep wondering, the sea's still out there, holding truths we haven't met. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.